Once again, the police are at it again. This shit has got to stop. You have Brevard County Sheriff's deputies, Japhet Santiago Miranda and Carson Hendren, were in the Cocoa area when they encountered 16-year-old Angelo Crooms and 18-year-old Sincere Pierce on the road Friday morning. Sheriff Wayne Ivey had said dashcam video shows two police cruisers following the teenagers who pull into a driveway of a home. Santiago Miranda, Jafar, he immediately gets out of his patrol car and repeatedly tells them to stop the vehicle. Jafar approaches the car as it begins to drive away and then shoots multiple times into the driver's side. You can see all this in the videotape. And this is going to kill not only the 16-year-old driver, Angelo Crooms, but it's also going to kill the 18-year-old backseat passenger. So just shooting everybody up, huh? Shoot the driver, shoot the backseat, shoot everybody in the car, right? That's what Jafar had done. And then even the guy in the back seat, got shot up. These trigger-happy cops are out of control. They don't ever do a damn thing for you. They don't care about justice. They'll harass anybody they want to harass. Just take a look at the James Marshall case in Alamosa, Colorado. You had Dave Pruitt Jr. who lunged into some protesters with his truck, and he got shot for it. These teens, people are acting like they're, but the teens, compare and contrast to the teens in Florida, they didn't lunge into the cops. They cut their wheels sharply to get away from the cops. He's 16 years of age. So the cops also didn't have their sirens on. So he's being followed by cops who didn't have their sirens on. Does he have to stop? I mean, is this an emergency stop or not? They're just, it looks to me like they're just driving around town. So maybe to get groceries or something. He's 16, right? So let's just go do, go to arcade or something. But now they're dead. Now they're dead. They're being pursued by the cops. They're thinking, I can totally see what's going on. They're thinking they might get killed, right? Maybe their fear made the situation worse. But who in America actually feels safe when the cop is tailgating you? Who feels safe with anybody's tailgating you? He's a 16-year-old. He drove home. He was driving around. I think he was just having trouble, driving. I could see the conversation between the 16-year-old and the 18-year-old. I could see what Angelo Crooms and Sincere Pierce, what they were talking about. Angelo Crooms was like, oh, my God, police officers right behind me. That's okay. Just drive to the house. Oh, I don't want to, do anything right there in the driveway. Okay, then just park in the street. Okay, just, man, you got to stop driving. You better stop driving. You're going to get us killed, man. Bam, 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 bam. I think they shot a number of times. I want to say 7 times, but I'm not for sure. But people make a big deal out, he shouted stop 7 times. Well, he shot 7 times, too. So the mother said the teenagers just got into the car not even a minute ago. They just got into the car not 1 minute ago. My son just left. My son just left. He was walking toward the car. He put himself in danger. This is what she's saying about Jafar. He gets, there's the deputy, the lady gets out and she's behind the car. The lady deputy, but these deputies followed them without any lights. They got out with guns drawn. My son stopped at the stop sign. He was trying to get away from them, just go home. He's a 16-year-old. He's not going to think like an adult, and he probably thought I could just drive away. And the sirens aren't, going on, and so he gets into the home, the driveway, he's pulling out. It just seems like it's confusion. And it also shows you how the cops, they were just driving down the road, and now you got this chaotic, crazy situation. You scared a 16-year-old to where, maybe he could have drove off into something, but just sitting there just unleashed, on him. And the black teenagers in Florida, they didn't lunge into the police officer. They didn't drive into the police officer. They didn't come right at him. What he was trying to do is get, away from him. That's what he was trying to do. He cut his wheels, to the right. You could see that he wasn't driving towards the police officer. He was driving away from the police officer. They took my son. His name was Angelo, and I want some justice. If the deputy was in danger, he would have got out of the way. Yeah, his life was in danger, but he's just standing right there in the middle of the road. he's right. If there was real danger, the shooting wouldn't have happened. Because there was no danger, because it was real easy for the cops to go up to these peaceful teenagers and shoot them, that's why it happened. If there was actually dangerous, vicious thugs, they wouldn't know what to do. So yeah, fantastic, right? These heroes, they saved the day. Not defund the police. Defund the police. From, Alamosa police to the Castilla County police to the police of Florida to the police in Alaska. Defund the police. They suck. Stop murdering everybody, cops. Let's see if Joe Biden, let's see if this, the new National Democrat administration will stop the cop murders. Cops are out of control and this shit needs to stop. This shit has got to stop. This happened November 2020, so this is just last month. They weren't at a Black Lives Matter protest or nothing, right? So, they're not agitators. They were just black teenagers going for a drive. So, let's get justice for Angelo Crooms and Sincere Pierce. Justice for Sincere Pierce. Justice for Angelo Crooms. Peace.